Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing okay right now. Getting better. Uh, I'm continuing to take care of myself first and foremost. Uh, I am heading out on a uh, be like getaway trip down to Charlotte, North Carolina, which is where I'll spend the majority of the remaining uh, time of August. Now I will be there for the majority of the month. I will be leaving sometime within the next week, with time this next coming week or so. But the main topic I wanted to talk about today was peace. Making peace with others. And the book of Ephesians chapter 4 verse 32, it says, "Instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just like God through Christ forgave you." And there may be times where you get into a situation where you where you get mad at someone, or you feel like someone is mad or upset uh, with you, and obviously the first thing you want to do, or the other person tries to do, although it is best if you try if you try to do it firsthand, is to make peace with that person. And no, obviously I've been through it. I've been through a lot of pain and heartache the last for I've been through that type of situation a few times in my life. Uh, but I always try to make peace with whoever it involved with. Now, did it always work out the way I wanted to? Nah, obviously not. Did I remain friends with some of them? Some I did. Others did just we just like completely just broke apart. It just completely broke down. But the main thing you really want to do is to at least try to reach out and make peace with them. Doesn't matter what it is. You always want to try to and make peace with others that made you mad, that made you sad, that may have hurt, that you may have felt hurt from. You always want to feel you always want to at least reach out to them to at least get peace. If you can't reach out to them to get peace, then you have to find something that will, or have some kind of common ground that will allow you to move on and have peace in your life. Because if you don't have peace with something, then it's just gonna overwhelm you. It's gonna continue to dwell on your heart, not in a good way. So you always want to try to make peace with those you felt hurt by, and even if you feel like you've hurt someone, you always want to try and go out and make peace with that person, and and to go and reconcile with those uh, uh, group of people. And so basically, what does it mean to be a peacemaker? Well, basically, it's to make things right with others. Well, like I said earlier, if you feel some kind of pain uh, with sometimes it's not like really like on purpose. That sometimes people like hurt others like on purpose, and other times people don't. People hurt others when it's not really on purpose. It's not really their intention on hurting whoever been hurt. But the but after you feel hurt by someone, you I probably say the person who been hurt. I would probably say, at least for me, I would probably say if that person who reaches out to those he or she felt hurt by and try to make peace with those and try to make peace in some sort of way with whoever they felt hurt by. Every time I felt hurt by someone, I always try to reach out to them first to try to make peace with whoever hurt me, and does it and do we come to some kind of reconcile or agreement where we like continue to be friends and like continue friends to this day. Some of them, yeah. I've been hurt by a few others who I'm still close friends with today, or just friends today, and still talk to every now and then. And others I felt hurt by, and we just completely just lost touch. And sometimes it's not really a bad thing to lose touch with someone. Although most of us probably don't want to lose touch with someone who we felt pretty close to as a friend, or maybe even a family member, or anybody you felt close to. And if you felt hurt by that person, probably the number one thing most of us would want is to make peace with that person, or that group of people, and move on, uh, uh, still having a part of each other's lives. Now, unfortunately, that doesn't happen all the time, but that but in my mind, making peace with others who you felt hurt by. You just want everyone to come together and talk about why or how did something break down. And for me, honestly, I at the end of it, I wish I and hope that I still remain friends with whoever else is involved in the situation where I'm in, where I felt hurt by others, or if I may have, without even knowing, may have hurt someone else. Uh, I always want to uh, try to reach out to that person and try to make peace with that person, and any way we can, and that's really what you want to do. In Ephesians chapter 4 verse 32, it says, "Instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God through Christ forgave you." And Christ forgave you. He forgave us for all the things, all the wrong things we've done. And me personally, of course, I want to do the same for those who hurt me, or even some others I may have hurt. And obviously I'm not the type of guy who obviously would want to go out and actually like hurt somebody. But but either way, you always want to go and try to make peace with that person, whether at the end of it, do you guys remain friends or not? But at the end of the day, you always want to try to at least reach out and try to make peace with that person. Uh, and why it is important for us to be peacemakers. Well, and Matthew chapter 5 verse 9, it said, uh, "Blessed are peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God." As you know, well, we all sons of God. We're all sons and daughters of God, and God always forgave us for whatever mistake we made. Now, once we know we made a mistake, when we know we did something wrong out of sin, we always pray to Him, and our private time in our little war room. We always want to pray to God and to ask Him His forgiveness towards us. And just like He always forgives us, we should always forgive others who've hurt or done something wrong or bad to us. And and obviously with the Lord, he already opened the door. He already opened that door back up for us after we ask for His forgiveness. And for everyone else, it they may open the door back to they may open the door back up to you, or they may not. And I obviously in most cases, obviously you hope that they will open the door back up to you. And quite frankly, sometimes that is not the case. And just like I said in one of my other posts, where I talked about uh, that God may close the door on something that you thought was for you. I thought I had something completely for me, that like He completely gave it to me. But unfortunately, he closed that door for whatever reason, and you may not know what that reason is at the moment, but God had a reason for everything He closes and open. So because he doesn't do anything everything he does for a purpose. And if he closed the door, he closed the door. You of course you can pray and trust and believe that He will keep that door open, and with exactly what I did. But but sometimes He just says no to a prayer and desire that you may have. And so you just have to say, okay, God, you close the door. Obviously, you see something that I can't see, and I'm gonna I'm gonna trust you and know that for whatever your reason is, I'm gonna give it back to you, and I'm gonna walk that path. I'm gonna continue to walk that path in which you gave me. So if you gave it away, I have no choice but to give it back to you, because you God alone knows what's best for me, and what you want me to have in my life, as opposed to what I want to have. What you want for me, it may be better than what I want for myself. And that's the big difference right there. What He wants for me may be completely different, and I probably would say even better than what I want for myself. And that's the big difference from what we want and what God wants for us. And that's the big difference from us and the Lord. So, and also if you read Matthew chapter 5 verse 9, it says, "Blessed are peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God." Blessed are the peacemakers, and I try to make peace with those who've hurt me, or if I felt I may have hurt them. I've always tried to reach out to them and try to at least make peace with them. And sometimes that doesn't mean that we'll remain friends afterwards, but we're to go our separate ways, and that's not what I want. If I get into a situation like that, I wanted to at least remain friends with those who with those I may get into those type of situations. But unfortunately, that already doesn't happen. And sometimes you just have to find you just have to be at peace with that, because because when God does something, sometimes it's just for your own good, because He knows what's best for you, and He knows what He wants for you, and what He, like I said a little bit earlier, what He wants for us is most of the time, pretty much all the time, is better than what we want for ourselves. What he wants for us is pretty much always better than what we want for ourselves. So no, 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 no. God is he's the Most High God, and he always knows what's best for us. And let me read the chat. How quickly does Jesus want us to respond and make peace with others? Well, pretty much like immediately. You don't want to drag. You really don't want to drag something on too long because because if you drag it on too long, it's just gonna hurt you. And in some cases, you may be hurting yourself more than the others involved may feel hurt. So so you always want to make you always want to respond quickly and make peace with those you that you feel are upset with you, or the other way around, where you may feel upset with others. You always want to reach out to them and find some kind of common ground within the conflict you guys are having, and forgive those just as Christ forgave you, as in Ephesians 4, verse 32, which says, instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just like God, through Christ, forgave you. So, so anytime you get into some kind of conflict, you always want to try to find some kind of common ground peace-wise, and forgive each other, and if you happen to come to some kind of solution where you guys can like go on and continue to remain friends, or whichever, or whatever type of relationship where between you and the other person, obviously you always want to try to remain friends, and but sometimes that just doesn't happen, and the two sides just just like drift apart. So, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It definitely is a hurtful thing, but it's probably not always a bad thing. So no, you just gotta be at peace with whatever God takes away from you, and obviously He took some things away from me that I felt uh, that were really for me. But as you know, He knows what's best for me than I know, better than what I know what's best for myself. So that's one of the things you always gotta remember about uh, God, and how He wants us to have peace not only with others, but for more importantly, peace within yourself. With the peace within yourself. So so yeah, you yeah, uh cause God hates hatred. He never wants us to feel hatred for anybody, and he's a loving, kind Father, to Heavenly Father, to all of us who are saved and born again, and he doesn't want us to feel hatred toward others, and obviously, and this world, people get hurt by others, and it's our job. And I feel personally, it's really our job to try to reach out to those, and try to find some kind of uh, common ground, or within peace with both sides, to to like to defeat the situation that that blindly just came up and to defeat that situation. And in most cases, or well, and in my case, with those who I associate with, and obviously, I don't have too many I really associate with. I don't really have that many friends that I associate with. So so for me personally, each time I feel some kind of stranglehold with others, I try to reach out to them and try to find try to find some kind of peace within us, within myself and whoever else is involved, and try to move on and hopefully move on as in okay, they tapping. Unfortunately, they tapping, but we still want to be around each other. We still want to be a friend. Because if God brought us together and as friends, then He, no, friendship is good. The friendship is a good thing, but sometimes friendship and other type of relationships that they break apart, and and each time I feel that I always try to find a way to make peace with those, and sometimes it just doesn't work out the way you plan, and that's when you gotta really look up look. That's when you really gotta pray and look up to God to restore you from that broken friendship, broken relationship, or whatever it may be, because obviously when you lose, obviously when you lose someone, whether it's a friend or whatever, how that person or those people may be related to you, or in a way, it hurt. Obviously it hurt, and I've been through it. I've been through it quite a few times in my life. I've had people taken away from me who I felt close to, but you just gotta trust God through the process, and allow you to and allow Him to heal you through that, and obviously after the situation emerged, you obviously you want to go into the situation and try to figure out, okay, what triggered it, and what how did it start? How did it start? What triggered this? And for me personally, after I feel something like that, I try to I definitely want to try to find if I feel someone is mad at me, or if I feel some kind of awkwardness between myself and others I felt close to, I try to I'm definitely going to reach out to them and try to get some kind of explanation, like what happened. We were like very close, very like a close knit family, and now we just kind of like slowly just slipped apart, and no, and then once you feel that, you obviously want to reach out to them and try to find some kind of and reconcile and trying to find peace with that or those person. Did I make you mad? Did I accept you? Or anything you feel that you may have done to those people, and sometimes sometimes you never really did anything to accept or make those people angry, but still you want to find, for me at least, you still want to go and find and make peace with that with those. Cause I feel I feel if you feel that you always want to go and try and make peace with those, and if with the others, and sometimes it don't work out, but the most important thing, you gotta find you gotta find peace within yourself and your heart, that so so you can go on and so you can move on in your life and do what God told what God is telling you to do. And obviously with me being in the ministry as I am, I really had to listen to God and ask him, okay, what is it that you want me to do? I really don't want this to go away, but if you're telling me to let it go, no, I gotta let it go. No, I tried. No, obviously I tried to make peace with each other. 'Cause I don't. 'Cause I didn't know if I did anything. So obviously I tried to make peace with each other, but sometimes God just uh, uh, closes the door on something, and you got to be at peace with him because you know what he wants that is best for you better than we want that we know is best for ourselves. So so I think the number one thing you got to be at peace with is with God taking whatever He took away from you, and you don't know exactly why. And it is always a good thing to reach out to those who you may have felt hurt by, or you felt like that you hurt them. It's always good to reach out to them, but you, I feel I know deep in my heart you're only going to find peace within Christ. You're only going to find peace within Christ. And if God takes something out of your life, you got to be at peace with it. You just have you just, in order for you to move on, you just have to be at peace with it. Because if you don't, the only thing that you're going to be hurting is yourself. And because the other gonna the others have move on, and they're out enjoying their lives, and you're just like at home just talking to your room, and then you're not doing anything but hurting yourself. And that was exactly what I was doing for quite some time. And now I am getting all these hurtful feeling like out of my body, out of my chest. And I feel and I definitely feel once I leave for Charlotte, North Carolina this coming weekend, I will feel even better, because no, I got the painful feeling, the hurtful feeling out of my heart, out of my body, and I'll be able to move on with my life. And now, obviously what happened, I definitely didn't want to happen, but unfortunately, God opened doors and God closed the doors, and apparently he only had that door open for me for a season. And I do know in my heart, and I'm gonna continue to pray and rely on him that he'll have some sort of door open for me that would never close. And obviously right now, I'm more focused on my role within the youth ministry at Assembly God Life Church, more than what I want within my desires, that I know that He would give to me, as in Psalm 37 verse 4, delight yourself in the Lord, and He'll give you the desires of your heart. And I have asked Him for a lot of things that I wish to have, but obviously right now I feel that He wants me to be more focused on the and what I have to do in the ministry, before the other part comes in. So then I feel that's my biggest time right now. I believe I mentioned in the other video, like last week or two or so. I feel that's my role and what I gotta do in the youth ministry in the kids' life, youth ministry at Atomic Life Church. I feel that's the biggest thing he want me to focus on right now at Atomic Life Church, both at the Roscoe and Radford campuses. So, that's pretty much my short message for today, which is being a peacemaker and finding peace. Cause if you hold on to hurt for too long, you're going to be hurting yourself. You're gonna make yourself sick. And obviously it's not a bad thing to make peace with others, but you can't drag it on too long because you're gonna make yourself sick. You're gonna make yourself and you're gonna get yourself into a lot of pain. So obviously you're gonna make yourself and you're gonna get yourself into a lot of pain if you just try to if you try to force yourself into something that God closed the door on. If God closed the door on something, the door is closed, and that means He had something out there better for you. He had something out there better for you. And remember this: he never closes the door without opening one back up. He never ever closes the door without opening something else back up for you. So he never closes the door without opening one up back to you. I don't think I don't think I can trust that deep enough. He never closes the door without opening one back up to you. So if he closes the door on something that you felt was yours, that he handcraftedly given to you, if he took out the way, don't let it discourage you. Don't let it discourage you. Trust in him, give it back to him, and sometimes it be in the situation where he gets something back, where he takes something back from you. He like molding it into something, making it better, and sometimes he may sometimes with that very same thing, that very same thing that he take away from you, he may give that very same thing back to you. And sometimes he does that, and other times he doesn't. But in that case, you just have to trust him that whatever he took away, you just have to trust him that and to give it back to him, because you may not see what he sees for why he's taking that back to you, for why he taking that away from you. And if you wrestle with it, you're going to be taking peace away from yourself. You're going to just be destroying peace away from yourself, and that's really what you do not want. You always want to have peace within your heart, and if you do that, you're really going to be fighting God. If he takes something away from you, and 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 and, and sometimes obviously you're not going to like it, and obviously I felt that, and you, once he asks you to give something back to him, give it back to him, because you don't want to wrestle something with God where he's saying, give it back to me. I have give it back to me. I have something better in mind for you. You don't want to wrestle with that, because then you're gonna be hurting yourself. You're gonna be hurting your heart. You're gonna be hurting your soul, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to wrestle with God. Now he knows what's best for you, and obviously with peace, she's gonna give you something that will allow you to have peace. You're gonna be blessed with whatever it is that he has in store for you. So whatever he has in store for you, he's gonna bless you with it. So if he asks you to give something back to him, whether you try to reconcile with those who you felt hurt by, or you felt that you hurt them, and pretty much in my cases at it right now, which I felt hurt by others, and if he if if he asks you to give it back to him, give it back to him. If he asks you to if God asks you to give something back to him, give it back to him. If he give it back to you, praise the Lord. Because that's obviously what that's obviously what I was praying on and hoping somehow he would do. But now sometimes down the road that may happen. It might happen. It might not. But you just gotta trust God that whatever He takes away from you, you got to be at peace with it because he knows what's best for you, and he knows what's best for you, and he knows what is right and what is wrong for you. And he's God. He the King of all kings. He knows what's best for you. You just got to know that he knows what's best for you. So don't wrestle anything. Don't wrestle with anything that God takes away from you because he knows what's best for you. Okay, he knows what's best for you. So that's pretty much my story for the evening. I'm gonna relax, get some sleep. I do have to be at church tomorrow morning anyway at 9 and 11. I'll be hearing Pastor Kevin sermon tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Then I'll be with in my ministry with the kids life at 11. So God bless you all. I hope you guys have a well rested, peaceful night's sleep. And for now, Ronnie Wilson, Peter Light. God bless you all.